Discord's freaking out. Streams content. Okay, where's my phone at? There we go. We're not doing Bouvet Islands. What am I doing? Let's start with an H. There's not a lot of countries that start with an H. HL. HE? Heard and McDonald Islands. Okay.
It's been a while, though. I felt really bad that you weren't able to be there for the finals. It was just not.
Oh, I was still there. What are you talking about?
Well, maybe you were around, but you not a part of the
I literally casted. What are you talking about?
What? Oh, right, no, I'm talking about the mini.
Oh, the what? Oh, like when?
There was a mini tournament like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I'm gone like not every other weekend, but like occasionally, like every month I'll be gone for a weekend. So.
All right. What's going on with these guys?
Dude, I don't know. I haven't seen Brightside play in this league yet. I have seen Sev play in this league. I've seen Filsky play in CDL a couple times, as well as RD12. Ice Yeti, I believe this is also an introduction. I've seen Ja play in CDL, and I'm not really too familiar with anybody else on his team. So
I'm pretty sure all of the Chidnans besides Filsky have been in League of Lads before on different teams. I know Ja and Joker have been on teams before, but I don't think any of the other players. They may have just changed their names, though. People in this league do that a lot. Cough, Custak, and Fatal. Alright, there's 1G, there's 2. Hog.
First pick is... Wait, who got first priority? Oh, they want first pick? I'd rather go side than pick, honestly. I think that's the strat.
They probably like picking their offlane or their 4 last.
There's different strats. I think if you have a hero you know you want to get immediately, it's great. But if you want that bang bang of 2 and 3 right back to back, that's also a big hit, because you're just like, all right, here's some 2 heroes, we can flex both of them. You have no idea where they're going, and now you have to try and pick into that. So
first pick I think is a big thing in like maybe professional games where there are like a lot more heroes that can just completely dominate a game, like the Earth Spirit of the Earth Shaker of TIs and Io and stuff. I don't think it's a big deal in these games. What's more of a big deal is their 4th hero having that for the final bans, and then having another hero right after, so that their final hero needs to counter both cores.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
But it's possible. I mean, maybe they need to get the Winter Wyvern. Maybe that's what's going to happen. They banned Grimstroke, so that's not the hero that they wanted, even though it's completely overpowered.
I don't think it's OP. I think you still need some things to go with it. I don't think it by itself is broken, but...
Well, true, but I don't know. It's like the highest like scaling support in the game.
Wait, is this lower bracket or upper?
This is upper bracket.
Second round, right?
Yeah, yep.
Dire team ban.
And actually, whoever wins this goes up against my team in the lower bracket. We just beat Bray.
Dude, why are you playing? Just, you gotta cast, dude.
I was in the like original seasons. I just like took a 1 break, and then I came back again, and then I left again for a season. It's been a roller coaster.
You gotta get on that casting life, Nica.
Yeah. Casting is fun for sure, but there are a lot more casters now than there used to be.
I don't think so. I still think we need more consistent
10 seconds
casters
remaining.
Than anything. Just because like we should be getting every single game casted.
5
I think
seconds
we're still
remaining.
missing a couple, but
These games aren't too important though. It's what comes
every single
after
game is
this.
important, Nika. No.
Because this is all just for seeding for groups. I don't think anyone really gets that much advantage. It's really bad if you lose the first round and really good if
Dire teams
you
turn
win the
to
last round.
best.
Everything in between is a little bit yikes.
We cast every game from here on out.
Oh,
And we're never leaving. We're
Yeah,
never leaving this
we
channel.
try. I mean, it used to like only be me for like three seasons, somewhere around there.
I don't even know about the league until Guam. Like, I don't even know how I got introduced to
10
it,
seconds
honestly.
remaining.
Oh, I had to reach out to Guam. That's what happened. Because I didn't know the original
5
season
seconds
happened, and then
remaining.
Guam picked it up. That's what happened. Yep, I remember now.
Yeah, this used to be the nameless Dota League, and that went on for 3 seasons until and what ended that one was at that point there were like 15 admins or something, and there was a majority of admins who wanted
Dire teams turn to
people to pay to get into the league so that there would be a prize pool. And so it ended after that and became what it is now.
Dude, I'll throw in $5 so we
Radiant
can have a
teams turn
prize
to
pool.
Earth
We just need to buy a trophy, honestly, and then just ship it to the captain's house every season.
They do go the Earthshaker first. We're at TI.
Radiant teams turn to pick.
Now we know.
Dire teams
LGD versus Liquid.
It's very-
The end to the it's actually LGD versus.
It's a very
fucking
weird draft, like
It's
going
TI
Earthshaker
nah.
first. Like even in pro games,
we're
I don't
back to
see
TI,
that.
bro. We're back to TI.
Oh
This
yeah, the
is
record book's totally fucked, by the way. So people looking at the record book, it's totally
10
fucked
seconds
because I
remaining.
didn't realize it's based completely off of tickets.
5 seconds
So all the
Dire
games that
teams
are
turn
happening
to
right
bed.
now are on the last sheet, and now it's gonna be different. But the all-time records are still fine. Don't worry about that. But it's just the season records
God.
are kind of fucked. But that's also why we need people to use the right tickets from here on out. We didn't have the right ticket, but
I feel like I'm watching TI here. Earthshaker Wyvern versus Nature's Prophet Earth Spirit. This is going to
10
be some
seconds
interesting
remaining.
games. So Banana Hammock actually 2-0'd
5
Xeriscape's
seconds
team.
remaining.
I think it's probably the biggest upset so far by a long shot. But
Radiant
Banana
teams
Hammock
turn
has
to
some
ban.
good players though. Joker has a lot of what's it called, level 25 heroes. I know his Kunkka is level 25. I think his Invoker is somewhere around there too. Don't think a lot of players in this league really know what his pool is. Definitely gives them an advantage.
10 seconds remaining.
Mm.
Radiant teams turn to pick. Dire
damn it,
teams
and I'm
turn to
seeing this Wyvern and I'm like, why is Calypsis not in this game? Damn it.
True. It's a pretty good Kunkka game here too. I mean, they do have the Shadow Demon to save. Makes it a little bit worse, but Wyvern just sets up his abilities so well. Don't think they need to with them having the Earthshaker though. They'll probably be fine. I'm assuming it's going to be like the Shadow Demon who
seconds
gets
remaining.
cursed more often than not.
Shadow
5
Demon's pretty
seconds
decent
remaining.
to the Wyvern too. I think SD is just never really. SD's been decent for a while. I mean, he's been near the top of the hero tier for. A decent
I
amount of time.
see him get banned out in first phase,
Radiant
like
teams
at
turn
least
to pick.
60%
I don't
of
know
games.
if he's quite there yet for this league. In pro games, for sure. I've been seeing
Dire
him picked
teams
a
turn to
lot.
pick.
But for this league,
Oh.
it's been Shadow Demon's very more rare. I mean, they just have a really weird draft though right now. Earth Spirit's a hero I haven't seen in months, so Spectre
Really?
fourth pick too is also very outside the box.
Yeah, Earth Spirit is actually a pretty big hero in this league, despite like not really being picked in pro at all.
10 seconds
Kind of
remaining.
hilarious. It's just cut.
Like,
doing
yeah,
all that.
well,
Radiant team ban.
I'm just saying, I've been casting legal ads games for like a solid 6 months now, or however long. I can't even remember when I started. But I don't think I've seen Earth Spirit like once. to be
Really?
honest. Like,
That's really surprising me because they pick it for COD like 50% of their games on the Wombat. They're like one of the only teams playing it, and I try and like
10
yoink
seconds
their
remaining.
games as much as possible, so that might be why.
Earthshaker's also pretty
5 seconds
interesting
remaining.
first pick too. It's something that I've seen in the second phase, especially the games that I casted Saturday. Saw that hero in the second phase, I think twice. It might have been one time when I saw it picked, but that was when you pick it. And here it's just weird because like the Rubik counter is still out there. They didn't go for it, fortunately for them, but it also means they can draft around the hero pretty efficiently, which Spectre Nature's Prophets makes it harder for Earthshaker to get a decent ult off. So
Dire team ban.
That's true.
you're gonna have maybe a Radiance on a Spectre pretty soon, so your Blink's constantly gonna get canceled if they want to initiate the fight. They're not gonna be grouped, so
This might be a core shaker though. Pangolin could easily be before here.
yeah, and they just first pick it because they can flex it.
Should lane pretty well versus Spectre too.
I just don't know if they want to last pick a support then right now, unless
10
Pango's
seconds
gonna be a
remaining.
4. Maybe they go 3 Earthshaker, but I think they just go
5
3
seconds
Pango,
remaining.
4 Earthshaker, and then Kunkka middle probably.
It feels like to me that Pango is gonna struggle versus the Spectre throughout the entire game.
Honestly, they should lane aggressively here and maybe put a Kunkka into the Spectre.
Nah, this is like almost assuredly the mid Joker Kunkka plays it.
I think you want to shut down the Spectre's lane as much as possible.
I think the Earthshaker is gonna be enough. That seems like a really good lane for him.
Maybe not though. I mean, Spectre's always going to have an impact in fights, even with like one item, just because she can pop ult. And
they have a lot of survivability though. Like the Kunkka's not gonna die. Pango can swashbuckle rolling out when having cold embrace.
10 seconds remaining.
Not exactly sure where their ganks are gonna go from Spectre. And there's a Jug. That's another Spectre counter. Spectre already deals 0 damage, and he's having to play against Shield Crash and Boat. I'm scared. I'm scared for him.
Yeah, I mean, he just has to go Radiance this game for sure.
They could. I mean, Earthshaker could definitely pop off and go like a Silver Edge build too. I think that's totally fine
5
here.
seconds remaining.
Question is, where is this Nature's Prophet going? Is this mid Nature's Prophet, or is this? I doubt it versus Kunkka. That would be really weird.
Run it off lane.
Should lane pretty well versus
Mid
Jug.
Earth Spirit?
What? I don't know what the pick is for. I mean, they could like OD.
No, they just pick. They last pick their mid here. Whatever they want into a Kunkka.
Yeah, it's gonna be like OD decent. Or they could Timber Saw too. That's actually still in the pool. Surprisingly, it's a really good Timber Saw game.
Earthshaker.
Really good against the Wyvern too. You call embrace anyone, and they instantly just take like 600 pure. 1k each. Then they might swap lanes and give Joker like Pangolin or something. Put Kunkka off lane. I doubt it though. Joker is a pretty insane Kunkka player. We scrimmed against him and he destroyed us. We didn't know that he was the spammer. Okay,
Choose your hero.
that's not bad either. They have like no setup for his ulti, which is a little bit yikes, but it should be fine. What's funny is Mighty King is a lane counter to Kunkka, but before they nerfed the boat cooldown, once Kunkka got 6, this Mighty King's game would just be over. It's a little bit more chance now, though. I'm sure it will be the monkey mid. There we go. Who are you voting for here as the winner?
Honestly, I think Banana Hammock's draft's a bit better, but
10
it
seconds
just kind of
remaining.
depends on how well they can contest the Spectre early. So
I don't know. Spectre in theory, he seems good, but his damage is just so low. Like I don't know. I'm scared for him. It's very easy to just get completely clobbered in lane 2. They don't have the most aggressive heroes on Dire, but if this is the off-lane Shaker, I can definitely see Spectre having problems.
What the fuck are these names? So Filsky, Smack, Brightside, Ice Yeti, Seb. Then we have Jaw, Joker, I don't know, Ravioli, and Declassify the Fappening too. Wow, incredible.
Jaw, Joker, Mikey. I think his name is Tortellini, although I actually have no idea. This could be a sub on the Shaker too. I don't remember him from the streams. I'll actually check.
The Fappening too, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh. Dude, what game is this?
This was over before it started.
Everybody's gotta die. Oh, they don't have it. Never mind. They don't actually have it.
Prepare for battle.
Alright. Oh, Lego.
It's looking to be an exciting game though. It will be the offlane Pangolier, boots on the Shaker.
Solo Ice Yeti on Spectre for now. I don't think this is going to persist. Usually, I mean, we've actually done this a decent amount in our EST Monday games too. Is you just start with your support top and you can rotate bottom like after the bounty runes are picked up. Having the extra hero there for going for a kill or something is so nice, and I think that's what they're going to end up doing.
Yeah, Spectre's not I think the greatest hero to do for it is
Ward's stun, but I don't think they have any follow-up. So he doesn't have an Orb of Venom either on Smack, so it's just more harass than anything.
True. We definitely need to clip this and show it to see if he agrees. I don't know. The problem with doing this is with a Spectre is if your support has to teleport and then he dies, your lane is just it's over. They're already doing some fissure blocking shenanigans, so he's going to be pushing towards the off lane. It's going to put in a really good spot for Pangolier.
This just isn't. It's not a couple of heroes you can do this with either. He's going to go for the block on Earthshaker just to mess up the lane for the Spectre early. It's going to be harder to CS into the tower too because he went Dagger first. So he doesn't have that little bit of burst damage with Desolate.
He does have a Clawing Blade though. There are a lot of carries who are opting not to go for that. I think it's probably smart of him too. The question is, does he try his best to keep it? They're actually blocking even further on Pangolier.
I see this quite a bit. And yeah, there's not really much Ice Yeti can do here.
Or he can drag it now.
He needs to
probably a little bit too late now. Oh, that was so unlucky.
He needs to take out his Quelling Blade. That's the only way to reliably last hit under the tower at level 1 is just get rid of your Quelling Blade and do the one hit strategy. But yeah, I mean, and the other thing too, you want to do that off lane just so the lane pushes back underneath your tower, and this is a really strong positioning of the lane for them. But Ice Yeti, a god of CS apparently, because he's actually getting most of these now, as well as a couple of denies, so not phased one bit.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They are giving basically a triple wave to the Pangolier under his tower. The lane's going
and they can't really dive him either. Again, this isn't a kill lane. Like, you can't really find kills with a Shadow Demon until he gets a couple of stacks off. You gotta harass first, and it's too early. I do like this pull though from Brightside. I think this is a nice play to get it back. A lot of damage over. Ooh, stun just misses from the Centaur. If that comes through,
he could have died. Yeah.
That could have been dangerous. He's saving the Shadow Poison stacks for now too. I think he wants to just maybe go a little bit more efficient. Maybe looking for the fissure. Stun not going to come through though.
He might actually be
dead here. One
only
more
needs
right
one
click and
more
he's dead. I
attack.
think he's just dead right now. Yeah, he's very dead right now.
Wow.
A little bit of a misplay. Never actually threw out the fissure. We still don't know this person's name, but we'll just say, I don't know, DTF? Yeah, sure. DTF. That sounds
Sure.
good.
DTF2. I'm actually messaging Kai about boots first on Spirit.
Yeah. Top lane 2, Filsky doing okay. Obviously, Jaw's not going to have a hard time. He's not really going to get harassed that much. He's playing into an Earth Spirit as well as a Nature's Prophet, so nothing really too much to contest this. They're going to try and go on Ravioli. Or is it Tortellini? I'm not sure. The sponsor is Tortellini, which isn't... It's a pasta type. Ravioli.
I thought that his name was Tortellini, so I'm a little bit confused
There's
too.
Tortellini.
Are those cracks and diamonds?
I'm just gonna go Ravioli. I'm just gonna
Tortellini
call you
is-
whatever
yeah.
is above and is colored on your name tag. That is it. Like, this is green. Declassify the happening. He's down. He's DTF. He's down to the fuck. We're just calling Pango Mikey, even though Mikey is a little bitch. So that's very self-hatred right there. Unless he's talking about MX Choir, which MX Choir is bitch. This is known. It is known.
At least his name's not Owen.
But yeah, so mid is looking pretty good too. Monkey King into a Kunkka is very Monkey King favored at the moment. Obviously, Joker can just catch up in the jungle pretty efficiently too. Maybe
Once
look for
he
some stacks as
gets
well.
vote, it becomes really scary for Sav. It's so easy for him to die.
Oof, Brightside is gonna miss a poison as well as let the stacks go off, but he's still trading with Earthshaker. DTF maybe looking for a fissure. Follow up with an enchant totem, but I don't think he can actually find this kill. Mikey's also getting a little bit low as well. Ice Yeti really isn't getting contested that much, and we see the two Radiant cores, 1 and 2 at the top. Like, definitely not what you want to see from the laning stage. If you're Banana Hammock, like,
So far, he's just free farming.
Not a very
completely.
strong
It's
start.
Well, the timeout and draft that I didn't think that Pangolier was that good of a core matchup against Spectre. I feel like that the Earthshake would have had a much better time. I've seen that
that's why I was thinking maybe you
doesn't
put the
play
Kunkka down here. Like, I don't think Pango does enough into a Spectre. Like, he's about to be level 5. He's got 28 CS, just as much as his mid Monkey King, who is completely solo for the most part. Like, it's just not doing too much, and the most you have to hope for is XP, which I think Earthshaker DTF is doing a decent job of just giving him solo, which is the one upside, but ICSE is already level 5, so...
DTF could definitely be like cutting or trying to block more though. Feels like he's just kind of walking around.
Because he can't kill Spectre. They can't do anything
Well, yeah,
against him. He's just gonna dagger out every time you fissure. Maybe you can go for a slow or a stun after a slow, but it's just like, I don't even then they don't have enough damage.
He just needs to be like constantly like cutting and blocking waves. What he could also do is he could just run to the bottom tier 3 and just like run around and bunch up three waves.
Strat change here. I think this is just me speculating. I think if they run Pango mid and throw Kunkka bottom, their draft fares a lot better in this game.
It could
At
be
least
good. I
for
don't
the
know.
laning stage. We don't know what's going to happen mid-game yet.
I think that Kunkka off lane is actually is really bad. Cello actually just tried it.
I mean, it's farming. Sure, it's in the off lane, but I think it's still just going to free farm. Like, there's not too much. Again, you're going to a Shadow Demon. Like, you're not really going to get contested more than what a Spectre can do, and the Spectre can't really do much, so...
That definitely would have been better than the Pangolier, but that being said, he does now have his Javelin. Maybe things are looking up for him.
Yeah, he's not doing bad by any means.
We
It's just
both definitely
Spectre.
seen-
I think is going to become a big deal.
Worse off lanes have happened by far.
Oh yeah.
Actually surprised that Sev went for the max Jingu here with Kunkka just jungling the entire time. Feels like he would have
Shouldn't have to take this
been
abuse.
farming way faster if he had gone the max dance.
Top lane 2, Smack has to get away. He almost hits the roll into Ja. Gonna take a hit from Roshan, but still be able to walk away. Bottom lane, they might be going on a bright side. They do miss the Q from Mikey. They do find Spectre's Courier, though. DTF is gonna drop to the Shadow Poison. Mikey doesn't have another Swashbuckle for a second, so I think he's still gonna live here. Gets the slow. Might even be able to turn it onto Smack. There's the block. His own hero, Mike, is gonna block him up, and now Brightside might even be dead, running into a stump. Maybe he doesn't want to dive that tier 1, though. He would almost certainly die.
He might still.
Has, no, he's got another, oh, no, he just straight up dies to Dagger. I didn't think it would be enough, but... Nice play there from Ice Yeti. He could have kept going, too.
Just barely enough. Let's see, 190. Yeah, 190 and then 25 magic resistance. That's like 40. So yeah, he died like minus 10 HP or something.
Even if he barely survives there, right? Ice Yeti just TP's back to base and pops ult. So I think that kill is pretty much guaranteed.
Be better for Mikey to die there, so he gets full heal. It's hard to say exactly.
Taking a little bit of harass now. It needs to ferry out some regen. Looks like Brightside has actually left the lane just slightly.
He has no courier though. Feels bad, man. Oh, that was probably like exactly what Mikey needed to come back. He has his boots. He's onto his maelstrom.
Can they kill this right here? Monkey King's also over here for this. They're gonna get the slow as well as the boundless strike in a couple of seconds here, but there's already 4 stacks. Kill goes to Seb, who had the Jingu stacks already up.
He's starting to max his tree ants now too. I like it.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
It does make a little bit more space for Joker, though, who's climbed on top of CS, but I believe it's mostly jungle creeps from what I've been watching. Looks like Smack was trying to steal out the outpost, but Joker with the sick play and the X.
He still has a boat too. Sev still needs to be scared. Sev
might need more to kill a Monkey King, but he could probably do it. He's going armlet, and he basically has the armlet, so... Roll forward into Mikey. No, it just missed the stun. He does hit the slow, but roll through. Might try and find a kill again onto Smack. He's already done this before, but Mikey, a little bit too low, is deciding to back. DTF maybe going to go for this bounty rune here. Is going to get slowed up by the dagger, and I don't think they can chase any further. Stun misses from Smack. It's not the greatest combo. Disruption into roll. Maybe they can still find this, though. Slow does hit as well as the dagger. They're getting the burst damage. Seb through with the boundless strike. Gets the kill. 147 gold going to the Monkey King.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This is scary. Spectre still hasn't died.
Jaws, they're stunned here? I don't think so. Ooh, no, there wasn't. Boundless strike was still on cooldown. Does that go down in cooldown? How does that scale? No, it stays at 27. Okay.
Yeah. The stun duration scales the most. I like going the 4-4-2-2 build. I'm not exactly sure what the reasoning is for the Jingu Max scales.
Probably just because he was laning against a melee core, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a melee core who was jungling from level 4.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Obviously, I think if you lose the lane early as Monkey, you do go for the max slow or max primal spring. A little bit more.
Also not a huge fan of the phase boot build, but ever since they changed what boots give, phase boots is a little bit stronger now, since it's not percentage on top of percentage. Now it's flat on top of the percentage.
Tower has fallen.
Very powerful.
This is a very strong push, though. Joker actually just rotated bottom, and they take out bottom tier 1, taking the outpost as well in this map control.
Do
It's coming
you
in
think
waves.
that Jaw's gonna go for a Battle Fury, or is he gonna go like Manta? Jaw's the Juggernaut.
I mean, I've always preferred the Maelstrom build, but he's probably going Battle Fury with the Mom. I don't know. It's kind of two farming items if you go Battle Fury now, because you bought the Mom already. Like, why not
That's
just go for
the
damage?
normal pub build though, is the Phase Boot Mass Madness into Battle Fury. It used to be Maelstrom, but they nerfed that item really hard. Here they go. That's all you
Yeah,
go.
roll through on the bright side, and I think he's going to be able to survive with the disruption, but he's just going to immediately get exploded afterwards. Seb with a nice ult on top of two of them. Ulting into this, the Spectre Ice Yeti wants to fight here. That Monkey King all completely wasted, but running forward, DTF hit nothing with the ultimate, and that's really going to make them pay because they needed that for the fight. Down goes Juggernaut. I think DTF going to be next. Boundless Strike coming through. Mikey has another swashbuckle away, but he's out of mana. If Smack can hit the stun, maybe a slow as well, they can still find this kill. He still doesn't have an Orb of Venom, so nothing really to slow. Misses the jump. The Primal Spring not going to hit the slow. He's also got a nice ult from Ravioli. Does he have the damage, though? Yes, he does. Very nice Torrent coming out. Gets the kill to Ravioli. They can still kill off Mikey, though, who's stuck over here without any mana, really. Had enough for a TP, but he only just got it. Ooh, that's a nice cancel, too.
So where did he get the vision from?
Yeah, I see. He's fine.
Oh, I need to put number on it. There we go. For the curse, I guess it was because the
there's a
Monkey
ward
King
high ground right here.
Well, that's the Radiant ward.
Oh, and they might have just dewarded it. Either that or was an attack thrown out. Potentially.
So yeah, that I don't know. That could have gone way better for Dire. The Juggernaut panicked really hard. He didn't have mana for Almond Slash, but I think he had two mangoes for third. If he had popped those and got the Almond Slash off,
DTF looks pretty dead top. He's just gonna die to Jingo Stacks. Does get the fissure through, canceling out the roll from Smack to DTF, trying to find the fissure. Doesn't have it quite yet set through with the boat. He messed up the X, though. He still got Jingu Stacks if he wants to try and turn this, but he doesn't have the Boundless Strike to go for that big boost in lifesteal. It's just going to try and hit him once, but it's not enough. Ravioli falling as well. Sev maybe? Maybe they dive further. No, Joker stunned back through. They're going to find Kunkka instead. Brightside just popped in the ult. Great call there. Good rotation from Brightside. Is still space for Jugger, though. He is going SNY.
Missing the combo is why he died, too. Sure, for a Kunkka spammer, that probably feels really bad.
Dire's top tower. Dire snow fortified their structures.
Let me actually find some stats on the Joker Kunkka.
I like the way DTF is playing right now, too. Very aggressive to go grab these bounty runes. And it's that psychological damage to Ice Yeti. Not gonna find this. And he's getting some good wards. Like, they're maintaining map control. I think although they are a bit behind right now, I mean, and we're basically even. Map control has still been Banana Hammock's game. DTF is gonna get spotted out by Brightside. Goes for the banishment. Smack tricks roll through, stun. Maybe they can get the follow-up. Primal Spring through, does get a nice little bit of a combo there, but it's not enough. There's no teammates in the area. Easy kill onto the Earthshaker, but it is only the support tanking the gang. Jaw has just been farming in the enemy jungle for like the last 5 minutes now. Like, pretty much untouched.
Interesting. I think Ja is gonna have. I'm a little bit confused why he's not going to Manta style.
I think you go to Fusel, honestly. Like, either to Fusel or Manta.
I mean, for some reason, he hasn't skilled Silence yet, which I think is a little bit weird. But once he has that, plus the talent, the Juggernaut's actually not going to be able to play if he hasn't had a Manta style. So maybe he goes back for it, maybe he buys a BKB, but
into the Earthshaker, or not Earthshaker, Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's their only form of silence. It's still a little bit hard to hit because of the spin. Is about the only thing I can think of. Mikey is going to be able to ult. No, it gets canceled out by Brightside. A great time for the banishment, but I don't think they can find the follow-up. Slow is going to miss. Maybe they chase him.
Running back in.
Yeah, he wants to continue to fight this, but I think he's just trying to cut down some trees, maybe find some last hits, and then peace out.
Might have thought that he could have cut down
Mid, they have a DD on Joker, but I don't think they really want to commit full for it. But Smack says, yes, we do. They want to take this fight both through. They really don't have any damage for this. Instead, they're just going to get turned on. Wyvern turning their damage against them. Disruption over onto that Nature's Prophet. I think Brightside actually queued that up, but he fell into the AoE of the curse, so ended up just clicking him.
They don't quite have the blink on the Shaker, and because they picked these like Spectre Mind King cores, the Winter Wyvern I think is almost never gonna kill someone unless it's on the demon.
Yeah, and we're still going Radiance on Spectre, by the way.
I mean, for a Spectre, it's pretty quick. No, in like normal timing, it's like maybe like 22, some around. When he went the tread build too, which I really like that.
Echo Saber up on Seb, and he's looking for a BKB.
You got no reason to get down Spectre. Any other weird items that we're seeing come in? They have a Howard on Kunkka. I think that's fair.
Blade Mill on Filsky, but there's a lot of physical damage on the other
it's
side.
A mech, actually. That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Kind of a weird NP build, but
it's pretty good with spec though. With the
armor though, 18 armor as well as the damage. Is right click starting to do a lot? Did you get? Oh, that's the slowest roll you ever seen. He missed the rock, but DTF's still gonna fall here.
This is I think one of the slowest blinks I've seen on Shaker. 19 minutes and he has 7 deaths.
That is not one of the slowest blinks you've ever seen on Shaker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, dude. You've seen it. I've seen it at like 25. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. Don't call out my man's here.
My man's, yeah. He's struggling though. He's struggling. Well, and once they have the Radiance on spec, he's just gonna be food. I mean, even when the blink comes out, even the illusions are gonna be thrashing him.
Oh yeah, basically he's not gonna be able to get a decent ult off. He's already struggled to do that.
The tread may make his illusions way stronger too.
Brightside doing a decent job there, really playing out his role. Maybe they can still find Smack though. No, he's just going to live there.
We're going Ags on Kunkka. That's pretty insane. I mean, that Axe is hilarious. I'm not sure exactly how good
yeah,
it
especially
is,
if you go the Torrent AoE, it's kind of ridiculous. But we'll see if he goes it. 18 strength is also a lot, so.
That combined with the fleet, they're just no one's gonna know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a complete mess. But I mean, he's got a halberd. How much strength does halberd give actually? 20 strength. So he's basically got a halberd for his level 20 talent.
Oh yeah,
18 strength.
I
think you go Torrent.
I think it's actually impossible to kill him unless he's alone. Either his team dead or if he's caught out.
Doesn't have enough damage for top. Nope. DTF has a Flame Blade.
How did he?
No, he has an Iron Talon. Oh, he has the Iron Talon. Okay.
I was wondering, I was like, did he tango out? Is he a god? Is he just held on to a tango?
Well, it's useful to have in a game like this. And Radiance is up on Ice Yeti. Again, they just didn't do much to counter the Spectre, and this game gets, I think, decently hard now. They're still looking okay. But Spectre is going to start skyrocketing in terms of net worth, so we'll see where we're at in 5 minutes.
I'm not going to say Ja is like throwing with his item build, but it's very strange. Really weird.
SNY into Bash.
Not going like Manta, like not
I can
going.
see it. I kind of want to see something happen with this. Going like these items like Maelstrom or Blade Mill is boring. Like slow mid, they're gonna try and dive Smack. He's told the tier 1, but they're just gonna find the kills anyway. Spectre actually ulting in as well. Seb jumping him with the Primal Spring. That's a double kill for Seb. And again,
They
Earthshaker
need to
did have his
get
blink
the
there at the
combos,
very
yeah.
least, so it's not the worst. But yeah, they fed mid just a bit on the Pango, and it just spilled over into their tier 1. And just slowly taking control of the game. Like,
There's just like so much like chaos in these fights, from the winner's curse to the haunt.
have they killed
Freaking-
Spectre actually? I don't think
Nope.
so.
Oh yeah.
No, 4-0-5. They're also
They-
1-0-8 on Filsky, but Filsky's a god. We've already known this for quite a bit. Like, I'm glad to see him in League of Legends because I haven't been able to cast him for a very long time. So
So what do you think he goes now? Does he go like a hex?
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Orchid's okay this game, but Hex is pretty good too. I don't know, maybe you just go mech boots, but he already has the phase boots. I don't know, this mech feels weird is the only thing. I think you need to just be able to upgrade it into the mech boots.
I'm surprised that
Maybe
Dire is still somehow winning in the net worth though. I guess it's just Joker farming like an insane god. The jungle camps. Maybe he's been stacking the ancients with torrent.
DDF is gonna try and find a jump here. Does have the blink, but they see him already. He's gonna get banished. There's an X over on the bright side that he can't save himself anymore. Stun over onto the monkey, but where's the damage? It's just not there. Even with the ultimate from the Earthshaker, did he even pop it? It's on cooldown, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah, he BKB'd on the Sev. They winners
Just-
cursed on top of it too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, almost just nothing there. So unfortunate. Yeah, and he does have that BKB. I wasn't expecting it out that early.
Yeah, people in this league go like BKB second at him all the time. It's crazy.
It's because people in this league are good.
That's true. That's true. They definitely try
They
very
know
hard.
when
Sev,
BKB timings are good. It's great.
Sev is a 6K player. It's powerful.
Ja. Ulted Ja. Ulted Ja. Go for it,
They
Ja.
do.
He
But
doesn't
there's
have the
nothing behind
spirits.
him, though.
Ja.
Where is he going actually?
No. I think he could have killed him.
Vigor was never
I mean, I said he has to play super scared from silence. Like he actually can't even play.
Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty tanky. He can still run in right there. He's pretty far up. DPF is gonna get silenced as well as stun. Does have 3 Jingu stacks on it. Sev wants to keep diving, but Sev's actually used the BKB. Juggernaut coming out is doing a decent amount of damage, but not really too much. Nobody's actually gonna die from it. They've killed off the Wyvern now. Smacktrix rolling back in, tanking a lot of that spin damage. Maybe they focus over on the Sev. Sev is dropping so low. Didn't have any lifesteal either. Smacktrix couldn't stop it. Stun not coming through. Does hit a roll up to the high ground, but they can still keep chasing as it barely went that far. There he finally hits a roll off of the rock. Down goes DTF, and they're taking this fight back. They took down Sev, but Ice Yeti is still that big core that is dishing out the damage. Silence, stun. Didn't hit from Smack, but he hit the silence. That's still a very nice roll from Earthshaker. Or I keep saying Earthshaker, Earth Spirit.
One of the problems is that their only counter to Spectre is Jug, and he didn't almost last Spec, so
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
no way that Spec dies without that unless he's like surrounded.
Well, they killed one of them. They killed one of the cores, and that's more than I thought they would be able to do. So
He does almost have an MKB. He deals
yeah,
some fat
I mean,
damage with that.
they wait till that BKB goes off on Monkey King, and then the kill is a lot easier.
One of the problems with not going Battle Fury on Jug is it becomes really hard to like know when to use your ultimate, and they have a lot of ways to mitigate the damage from the treants to the disruption. It's not going to be easy for him.
Yeah, and it really just feels like Jaw's not doing enough damage right now either.
MKB does go through BKB though, so Sav is going to have to play pretty scared.
I don't know if Diffusal would fix this. Diffusals would still feel pretty good right now. There's a lot of heroes on the other
If he had
team.
gotten it at first, it could have been cool, but I don't know about Diffusal and a Master Madness. A little bit weird, champ.
We can just look at mana totals too. Smack only has 800. Spectre has 800. Shadow Demon has 1200. 800 on Monkey. Like, of course there's a decent amount on MP, but there's 3 heroes with 800 mana. Like, you're gonna be draining them.
These heroes don't really care too much about mana though. Compared
Sure.
to,
Once
like,
Spectre gets Radiance,
Crystal Bear.
yeah, she doesn't. But Spectre, I mean, it's still very annoying if you get Omni slashed on Spectre and all your mana is gone. You can't dagger anymore in the middle of a fight. Can't pop Manta. Probably you're popping
now-
Manta
now
during
he
the Omni
has-
slash, but
Manta, this jug is just really sad.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
You can't just like immediately stop Omni Slash with Manta anymore, but a lot of the damage is going to be mitigated now.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's
No
still cutting
longer
it
just
down by
Omni
a
Slash.
third. Or no, 2/3 actually.
I'm actually surprised that he went Mana style on spec. Feel like he could have gone something a lot more aggressive, or even just a BKB for himself. Definitely helps him take Roche with the illusions, having the Deathlight too.
Going mech boots. This is such a quick Roche though.
Oh, he went AC on the top.
Toss
That's
forward
actually
Hydra.
hype. That's really good.
Yep, and he actually already has it. He is farming like a madman too. He's not on top of the other cores, but I mean, like I said, you know, we're 5 minutes later. We're actually 7 minutes later, and look who's at the top. Slightly behind too. Even more surprisingly, I think is Sev. Somehow keeping up with the Spectre. Like, it's an impressive feat.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't died. I thought that this was going to be a really hard game for him, but I don't know. Them putting Pango as their offlaner was a little bit yikes. It's possible that they only have like one person who can play Pango. Is why.
Yeah, and I mean, it feels like it's in Jaw's hands. I really don't know. Joker's got the eggs now, so Torrent Storm is a possibility for doing something.
Doesn't
Like,
quite have the
Spectre doesn't
talent.
want to buy BKB, is a benefit, but Monkey already has his. The rest of the heroes, maybe we see a fight turned around by Torrent Storm. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited.
I mean, it's a very random
Dire's bottom
ability.
tower is under attack.
It's either there's a possibility for it just being completely useless and not hitting a single person. Is my problem.
Oh yeah,
with-
there's a possibility Black Hole is completely useless and doesn't hit a
Well-
single person. It's skill.
Well, that's more skill based than it's not like Black Hole just like randomly appears around you.
That would be a
That would
sick
be hilarious.
Enigma eggs though. Oh god.
Dire's bottom tower
Just
already
like mini
has
black
been
holes
Your
appear all
midnight
around
pulse
him.
down and just like randomly black hole.
What is his eggs now?
Yeah.
Is this still
That would be
the
cool.
applies the whatchamacallit, the black hole?
Yeah, the midnight pulse. Yep.
Yeah, they need to change that. That's so old.
It is pretty yikes. Yeah. Definitely
Like,
not.
it's just boring, right? You need to
very
like make
imaginative,
it something
yeah.
more interesting. Like, what's the opposite of a black hole?
Time to move.
Just make his
A
eggs bad.
sun, I guess.
No, like in not astrology, in astronomy, what is the opposite of a black hole?
A sun means a black hole is a sun like.
Well,
collapse,
that's like
right?
at the beginning. Oh, yes, it's a star that's gotten so. It's an object that's gotten so heavy that it like collapses. into on
Enigma
itself.
turns into Phoenix and eggs for his eggs. That'd be kind of hype.
That'd be. Maybe it adds a sun on top of the black hole.
Maybe it like doubles the AOE or something.
It like slows time too.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. There's a lot of cool stuff that they could do besides fucking Midnight Pulse applied.
Well, the stream should be up. Are you watching the stream, Nica?
Oh, I'm
Just in the middle of this, just to make sure I'm not just like casting the black screen. It should have
Yeah,
video.
I'll work on some moderation. It looks fine to me.
Okay, we're good. Somebody just said the video is black, so I was like, what? And that
See,
got me
they're,
nervous. But
they're
it looks fine.
pretending.
It looks fine.
Yeah, there's a 0-1 that's
Oh
showing.
yeah, ignore that. Ignore that. I forgot to change that again. Don't worry about that.
Okay, I'm the creator of forgetting.
Don't worry. Anyway, when none of this happened. Yeah, dude, space is cool. The banana hammock have almost 0 of it at the moment. Oh, stun! What a roll into John! They're gonna get the silence too. Smack might have just made the game-ending play. At least it's gonna force a buyback.
No Manta style.
Dude, I should learn to play this hero. That's literally just a clockwork hook. And
Dude,
it's
the
better because you have a
bowling ball
silence and a slow. Oh my
It's so
goodness.
stupid. That talent should not have been introduced. It is actually the best talent that he has by far.
Rolling boulder distance. Hell
It's
yes.
wild. It
This
used to be
is
400
so
too.
amazing. I love it. This is
I
incredible.
mean, the ability was already like completely busted. Not to mention the fact that it cools down while you're rolling.
Yeah, and they're just playing around too. I like the X play as well.
They may have been going for like a kick play back into the X. That would have been sick. Well, there's the Aegis. They don't get anything off of killing the. I mean, I guess they get more space with the Spectre, who newly has his Abyssal done. Oh, they hunt in.
Spectre ult, and I think they're gonna get. It's such a weird start to a fight, but Ice Yeti, it really doesn't matter how it starts. He's hitting everybody in this one. Diving past the tier 3s, he's at tier 4s. They spend 3 buybacks to get into this. Jaw is now coming back up, rolling through his Mikey. They're not even gonna kill off Smack. That's an ult onto an illusion, and I think that's just GG. Like, you really don't have anything to do this fight anymore. It's a great ult from Earthshaker, but they still don't get a kill. Fisky might not even die from this. No, he will die to the Torrent Storm. It is actually useful finding them 1 kill, but I think they're still just gonna fall after this. Buyback spent by Smack as well. They've found 2 kills in this fight, but they've spent so many buybacks, and there's a dieback from the Kunkka.
Dire's bottom tower.
I was one of the, I think, the most useless Ominous Slashes I've seen in my entire life. He hits him like once, he disrupts, and then immediately ends.
Dire's
Feels
bottom
bad,
tower.
man.
Just, it's definitely a rough game. It just felt like it wasn't over before it started, but not quite.
Well,
Mikey's actually making a decent play right now. He is going to go cut the way, but Smack is there with the Yules. He doesn't have another swashbuckle, is going to get silenced. Down goes Mikey. You made a little bit of space at the very least. Earthshaker is up in 20 seconds. You also have Jaw. But again, I mean, he doesn't have a Maelstrom or anything to de-push waves now. He's actually broken his Mask of Madness for Satanics. Matrix is a little deep right now, and he did spend a buyback there, but I think he's looking for the kick. They missed the Primal Spring from Sev, but they have no vision here, actually. Ravioli might just pop the ult. They go for the turn, but they got the disarm on top of the monkey, so he's not going to die, and the ult will die afterwards, though. Sev can just focus up the Earthshaker afterwards. CTF gave him the Jingu stacks, popping the ult very aggressively here. The racks are falling in the meantime. No, they're actually getting distracted by Mikey, but now those racks are gonna fall. Sev is just pushing them back inside their base, and there is nothing you can do. Blinking into that very aggressively, DTF.
Someone better help Dire's
This is just really unfortunate for Banana Hammocks because they picked basically like all of their comfort picks to my knowledge, with the Jaw Jug, the Kunkka on Joker.
Dire's middle
I'm
tower.
not exactly sure about the other players, but I don't know. Them losing a game with Joker Kunkka is not a happy sight for them. As I don't know, compared to my Alchemist player slash Meepo player, this Kunkka hero is their Alchemist slash
Yeah.
Meepo.
And, oh, was that a BKB? Filsky, I mean,
Had to be.
I mean, it's essentially just, I don't know, this game feels pretty, like, one-sided at the moment.
30 to 10.
I don't know if you come back to this. I don't know if you stick with this, honestly. I think you're at a point where you're thinking about calling GG, and the more you hold off on doing it, the more you're going to tilt yourself.
Yeah, I mean they could possibly be talking about like what they want to do for the draft next game. It gives them a little bit more time. They might be like, okay, I want a satanic on my jug before we end. I just want to see what it does. Blaze.
Sure.
It's a little bit yikes for these
I
Juggernaut
like that.
too. I think like not going the Blade Fury speed is a bit of a grief. That talent is absurd.
The blade filler. What?
The movement speed.
Oh, blade for
Blade
DPS.
It's at no, it's
Oh,
the
blade
movement.
for the 15 one. Okay.
It's insane. It's actually insane.
Slow over on the smack. I don't know if they commit for this though. This feels pretty dangerous, especially with Seth here too. They do find an X. He's still got a BKB, as well as the Agnums over on Monkey. Abyssal, so they cannot get close to him even. They are gonna find Mikey on the backside. No way you're getting out of this, even as a Pango. Or not a Pango. That was Jaw. What am I saying? That's an even bigger kill. He does have buyback. Again, like, he doesn't have a Manta or anything. There is no save.
I mean, maybe he forgot that there's Spirit has a silence. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I don't know. It just feels like you can't not have a Manta versus an Earth Spirit. They have no like purge or anything to help them out. All they have is Cold Embrace, and they have pretty good damage inside of it. With Desolate and Shadow Poison and stuff.
Incredible. They're just messing around at this point. They are gonna look for a last ditch smoke. And Monkey King stun is on cooldown too, since they were messing around. They get an early kill on the bright side. Can they follow it up though? Down goes Earthshaker. A lot of their damage going out into Ice Yeti, but I don't think they can actually find the kill. He's so damn tanky. Out comes the Monkey King ult. They're both sprouted inside the sprout. They got locked in. Jaw's gonna go down. That's a dieback, and I think Joker's gonna be the next one to follow. Mikey as well. GG called from Jaw. Well, they had an opening there for a second, and oh, the nice Wyvern turn. At least you'll find something from Ravioli, but it's still a rampage for Ice Yeti at the end of it. 35-11, and I don't think we ever really looked the other way at Banana Hammocks.
Yeah, I don't know. They held out for a while. Another unfortunate thing was he actually disassembled his Mask of Madness for the MKB and then never built the mask again. So his damage was really low for that final slash. Although they probably were down to GG before then. They probably weren't trying.
Yeah, he was working on that Satanic, I think. But yeah, I mean, kind of just a really one-sided game, game one. Again, I think it just comes down to you have to contest a Spectre early on in these types of games, and the laning stage just went so, well, not really great for a Spectre, I guess, but it was like still way too much space. When did that Radiance come out, actually?
It was, I think it was like a 20-minute, maybe even an 18. Let's see exactly. It was a 20-minute rad. I think it was really greedy of them to put the Pangolier as 3.
Yeah. Well, and he even goes Tread's Soul Ring beforehand.
He was fat. He was unbelievably fun. Not to say that a 20-minute Radiant Spectre is unbeatable, but I don't know. They just didn't have the heroes to deal. No one like made the effort to go for a Silver Edge. The Juggernaut went really weird items.
Not yet.
Unsure exactly what their plan was. I don't know if the Juggernaut was trying out a new build, but I've never seen that build in my entire life. The Mask of Madness, Sanj and Yasha. A little bit strange. Oh wait, it's a different password.
No, it's the same one. What?
Yeah, compared to normal is what I mean. Either Sari or Kao or 3-3-2-1. Those are normal ones. I'm trying to look for more of those like little tooltip things, but I can't really come up with any since there aren't really stats to go on for how short the league has been so far. We're only on like round 1, basically. Or I guess this is round 2. I'm really surprised that it was so one-sided because we both thought that Banana Hammock had a better draft.
I thought they did, but it just comes down to the lanes, dude. I don't know. I don't know if it would have like fixed everything, but
Yeah, the Earthshaker he was struggling, bro. He was 14 deaths. Monka H. I think that he needed to do a lot more cutting and pulling. That's like the best thing that you can do as a four, unless you can, unless you know that you have kill potential, which they definitely didn't. Maybe they could have killed the Shadow Demon, but if you're using all your spells on the Shadow Demon, Spectre gets a kill. That's not worth it at all. It's a Shadow Demon ban.
dude, Brightside actually kind of killed it last game.
It's true. So. Yeah, the first blood on. He got the disrupt multiple times from the Omni Slash. Jug is a really weird hero to play. Like he seems pretty intuitive at face value, but his ult is just so I don't know. It forces you to commit so hard, and you're so useless without it that you have to kind of draft him into a position where Omni Slash is just unstoppable. In that game, it definitely was not. Versus the Treants and the Disruption and Haunt. Too many things for him to bounce around on. Not enough things to buff him up too.
They're gonna stick with the same strat in the Prophet though, or they're actually stealing that. But
yeah, yoink. So they grabbed Dire on Banana Hammock and gave
1-0 and they forgot to mark the win. All right, Guam, we need to start kicking people from this league. Come on, let's go. Get him out of here.
No.
Nobody marks the win. Nobody, dude. Not even people in RD2L. I swear.
10 seconds remaining.
There's a big meme between me and Smack of him not marking the wins.
Dude, it's just classic, you know? Oh, my Dota just crashed. Hold on. That was very strange. Spirit Breaker just crashed my game. I'll be right back.
This is interesting. So they're playing for like being able to have those two heroes be in pretty much every fight. I like it a lot. I mean, the problem I see is that they can pick cores that just don't care, like super tanky cores.
Radiant team ban.
See if that's what they end up doing though. Jakiro could definitely end up being food. So
Jakiro's actually decently tanky though.
Yeah, he's tanky, but he's like one of the sports that kind of wants to be alone pushing waves. Definitely isn't going to be able to play that way versus Nature's Prophet, Spirit Breaker. That's for sure. Are you messaging Guam about the ticks?
No, I had to.
Yeah, I'm joking. Redo the lobby. Redo the lobby. Remake, boys.
Remaining.
Smack lobby, Monka H.
But yeah, the ad. Oh wait, do we? Guam needs to message me the new ticket too. Because I think we're at 4 seasons now.
I don't think that he's gonna give casters the.
No, I don't even mean that. I just need the ticket ID so I can get the record book updated. But
ticket ID. Well, so it's probably up now.
On Dota Buff.
There are games. I'm sure that it's up on the Dota Buff now.
If I can find
He
it.
just played the series, so it should be up.
Let's do that right now while we wait for a pick. Leagues.
They'll probably pick like Invoker is what I'm expecting on the
League of
instruments.
Match
Really
Season
good with the
4.
Spirit Breaker.
Oh yeah. 12068. Yeah, I'll have the record book updated tonight. It's actually really quick. So yeah. And we'll have brand new records for this season already.
So what's still left in the pool? There's still Timbersaw, there's still Templar Assassin. Those are the big ones I'm seeing. I think Timbersaw would have been a really good pick for Dire, but they go for Brew. Just, I think a little bit of a yikes. I think Spirit Breaker owns Brew with the chain stun. It's not gonna be easy for him to get his
Dude,
ult
what are
off.
these drafts? Like, are these two teams just like, what can we pick that nobody's seen in like the last year? Like, I haven't even seen a Brewmaster for at least like a solid year. It's been a while. Like,
There are a lot of teams that are
Which is
picking
good.
in scrims, but yeah, I've not seen this hero in a League of Legends game in a long time.
screw Brewmaster.
Not since it was the nameless Dota League, I think, which was 3 years ago.
It's just, I mean, it was really good.
Yeah, well,
for the
the
longest
Pinky
time.
Boys have been acquired. Whoa. Okay, well, they have like the
Very
mask.
good back-to-back
What's
picks.
that?
I like it.
That's kind of hilarious. Oracle Underlord is pretty funny too. You ult the Underlord and there's no way to stop him from ulting your team out.
That's very good pacing.
So this is a Nature Prophet core, assuredly. It's not gonna be support. It's gonna be Nature Prophet mid or carry actually, unless this Underlord is going mid. I don't think I've ever seen Joker play Nature's Prophet, so I'm assuming it's a carry Prophet on Jaw. There is still the Kunkka available, although I don't think it's all that good here. There's Invoker, which I think Joker plays a lot, which looks really good. He's gonna have to play versus an Earth Spirit though, and without seeing last pick. If they ban TA, then they're definitely going Invoker.
5 seconds remaining.
That's just that's the big one that I'm seeing that has yet to be banned. They actually have quite a bit of time on Banana Hammock. They picked the Oracle Underlord like instantly. Yeah, there we go. Invoker. That's what I'm expecting. Puck is not banned, but I don't think it's that good of a Puck game. There's like Shadow Fiend possibly, but I don't think Joker plays Shadow Fiend. Also, I think picking Shadow Fiend into Earth Spirit is like a self-grief.
A Shadow Fiend into an Air Spirit. Yeah, dude, just
It's
look
my
at Shadow Fiend in
toes.
general. What the hell are these drafts, dude?
This is
They went for the
interesting.
green strat outside of Spirit Breaker. Actually,
This is
there's
actually-
a lot of green in this.
This is hilarious. So, I mean, Medusa's known to be this like super slow hero, but if you have an Underlord just like porting you around the map, then you're fine.
Where's East Side Echidna's banner?
10 seconds.
I just
remaining.
I
noticed this.
don't think they have one.
Wow,
5 seconds
seriously, get these
remaining.
amateurs out of this league. What are we doing here? We're not
They
amateurs.
I think they like just changed
This
their
isn't
name
Bush League.
this week or something. Because
This
I
isn't
only
Bush
just-
League, Nica.
What?
This ain't Bush League, Nica.
That's true.
This is
That's
League of
true.
Lads,
This has been going
Nica.
on for 4
This
years
is
now.
as real as it gets. This
For
is-
amateur Dota, that's
no
true.
amateurs. No, this is as real as it gets. This
Top
is
tier
more
Dota.
important than TI.
To us,
We
yeah.
can't have these
That's
people
it.
not having banners. Come on.
They might
Look
they
at
might
banana
counter
hammocks.
it
It's
though
literally
now.
just a man's right nipple. Like, you don't even need to do anything. Like,
They'll either like Invoker or something stupid like Silencer. Although I think
dude,
Silencer's
they're gonna pick
bad.
the most outside the box
Oh, there's Invoker.
Okay, it's not outside the box, but
Really good versus Medusa. Really good versus Spirit Breaker too. They have a lot of heroes that can get on top of them though with Nature's Prophet and the Oracle ult on some random. I believe you can Oracle ult people who are tornadoed, so it's not always gonna have
you
that.
can purge it.
Yeah.
Probably purge it off yourself
Oh,
too, honestly.
can you queue? That's pretty interesting actually.
Yeah.
Queue it off.
It's super hard to hit, but you can do it. You have to, like, you can oracle off a silence too by just channeling it on yourself before the silence comes. That's why oracle can be decent into silencer. Because you can purge off the, oh god, what's the ability? Last word, is it, I think?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I mean, in my opinion, mid silencer is really bad versus heroes who can get on top of you because you have no mobility and no control besides a silence, one silence.
Also, the only thing that matters is that we have the Wraith King Arcana.
7 Invoker is pretty well renowned as well.
Look at how glorious that looks.
Wow.
Okay, well that he just exploded.
Yoink.
But... Die.
Die. Everyone dies. So I
Almost
actually
everybody got it. What is Mikey doing? All
Yeah,
right.
it's always one person who holds
Come
out.
on, Mikey.
I don't know if they're
His
AFK.
teammates are yelling at him right now. His teammates are definitely yelling at you right now.
Well, what in God's name? Yeah, this racing
7 mid?
is...
Joker mid. Okay. No, I think that makes sense though. Ja
Yeah.
maybe going top with the nature. Is this a farming NP then?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a weird Medusa game. I don't know what the play is. There was a time.
Top 2.
There was a time. Props to Smack for being the only person to play ES correctly so far. Cool. Yeah, it was a really nice ES game, but fuck Smack though.
Another boots first. Okay.
There was a time when I actually liked watching Dusa games because the Dusa strat was always rush a rapier.
That's true.
And it was
I think
so
it's
much
still
fun to
good.
watch because you would just get a rapier in the game from like the very start and it would just change hands like 5 times if Medusa died once. It was either that or Dusa would never die and just have a rapier from like 20 minutes and it's just a great game to watch. But I don't think he's doing that. So
He definitely could. Divine Rapier is way stronger than it used to be. I think it's actually good.
I don't think Dusa's tanky enough anymore though. Especially into this game too. He has a lot of easy ways to die. Because back when people used to do it, you had to go rapier into like Scotty or it's just like a Manta, something to bulk you up. And the timing's really hard to hit if you're just going to get ganked constantly by like an Earth Spirit or an Invoker running at you in the jungle.
Actually, you screw up the block on the Medusa. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Only one creep, and it does go underneath the tower, so the very next wave is going to come a little bit closer to her. But can you get the first? Yes, that's all that matters. It does. Okay.
Yeah, Invoker's not the most scary hero to have to CS under tower against, but still not
We got some lane rotations here, by the way.
Oh, Mikey.
He's gonna get stunned up. You do not want to die early on Pit Lord, and this is a really hard Pit Lord game. His game is just over. Like, actually, he doesn't have a TP now. He has to walk back to base. He's gonna get behind in levels, and Pit Lord's game is just over.
I'm still really confused as to what Radiant wanted for lanes by sending the Wraith King top. I guess they assumed that it was going to be...
I mean, it worked out, right? They got the Pit Lord to TP, and now they have the upper hand at the moment, I think. With the matchups, maybe not so, but the fact that they killed off the Pit Lord, it's basically 4v5.
Yeah,
You think I'm joking, but I've played the hero enough to know that, like, when you're walking back to lane at minute 30, it's the worst feeling in the world, and it just translates into, like, dying over and over again. Or you're not quick enough to farm on the hero.
Or if they win, you remember that one game where we had to swap lanes twice and I died without TP and we still won? Feels good, man. We'll see, though.
This is a really hard game now. Although they are playing... Smack is cutting, which is a little surprising. I thought they would just leave it up there or go for like a pull or something, but Yeah.
Best thing that you can do is a 4 is to cut though. They just denied an entire wave.
Level 2 on the Wraith King. Does have the atrophy.
He doesn't have
He's a
stun
bit
on Wraith.
tankier.
I think it's really weird. The stun is really strong, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the no stun Wraith King. We'll see if he goes to level 3, but I doubt he will. Only has 15 CS though, so I mean he's not struggling.
Yeah. It's actually kind of killing it right now. Bottom test, by the way.
I really hope that he goes stun. I mean, maybe he's going it because they can purge it, but I mean that's still a little bit yikes.
Mid lane 2 though looks like we're pretty much even in terms of CS, so the early block not really being too big of a deal. Joker's actually doing a decent job harassing with the snake too. Careful with the courier, Mikey. Still able to rush this soul ring. He's actually still got a decent time. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But they are kind of giving Pit Lord a lot of space back again.
Yeah, not really too much that they can do. 2 melee heroes against Firestorm.
I mean, you got the clap on the panda. You just got to run at him. Oh, what a charge! They cancel out the roll from Smack, and it
so
gets
smart.
them the return kill. DTF with the sick plays. Perfectly timed there.
This is a Guan Spirit Breaker. Feels good, man. He's seen the replays. This mid lane, it seems even so far, but Invoker Quaswex is like really weak until level 5. They'll probably start making moves now. That's what I'm assuming at least. Yeah, here we go. And the EMP. No, okay, never mind. Never mind. Feels bad, man. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's missing
Stun,
something.
cold snap. Yeah, it's just unfortunate miss there too, but he did get the EMP, so Joker probably has to figure out something now. He hasn't done it yet. He's out of gold.
400 mana there because he put his mana shield on.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit yikes, but I guess he would have taken a lot of damage. We'll see. I wonder if he goes like the max split shot build and doesn't even try and get snake. It's possible.
He's already got level 3 snake, so
it doesn't scale that well is the problem. Like the cooldown stays the same, the mana cost goes up.
damage is only 40 a level, 20 a level, I think. Oh, top, they're gonna go on Mikey again. They could go for the kickback too. But, I mean, just look how squishy this hero is early. Like, he's supposed to be tanky. He's doing a decent amount of return damage. There is a charge top out on a smack, and that salve got canceled. I think Filsky just popped it, but he still had the burn on him. Just an unfortunate mistake there. Bash coming in immediately from DTF, but I mean, still it can be fine.
I think it's really weird that he didn't go with Ring of Protection on Underlord. Very strange. I'm not gonna say that's why he died both times, but that's definitely why he died there. First time was more just Underlord things, surrounded by 3 heroes. His lane's going fine though. You can always come back on Underlord compared to Brewmaster, who's actually maxing his Cinder Brew.
Brewmaster's job is to just get 6 though, and then start making stuff happen. I think like he's basically their team fight before Invoker really starts to get big.
So I'm looking at how Cinder Brew scales. I feel like Clap is just way better than Cinder Brew. The slow is like a little bit better on Cinder Brew.
Dude, I don't know how to level this hero. Filsky, I trust Filsky's decision making. Like
So how it works is
100%.
you can get an 8-second slow on Cinder Brew compared to a 4-second on Clap, but Clap scales way better as far as damage and slow goes.
I'm trusting Filsky on this one.
Duration. That's the reason
I'm
he's
trusting
getting
Filsky on this one. The dude's a god. Oh, Sev's gonna do a nice tornado mid though, canceling charge through on DTF.
They're all full HP bottom though, so I'm unsure what the plan was.
It's just annoying to deal with, I guess. DTF might find a ward though. He's kind of standing right next to it like he knew something about it. Smack maybe rotating mid. They could try and go for something. He's going to cancel off that salve, but now Smack just needs to roll out. It's going to get charged up, and he is looking very dead right now. Rotation over from Ja. Roll still coming. Sev going to get charged through. Needs to hit the tornado. But immediately a hit comes in from DTF. You do get a slow. Maybe they can turn this tornado onto Ja as well as the cold snap. Stun as well. Can they get the kill? No, they can't. He gets the bash on Sev. Not gonna live. No, he pops the fairy fire. Sev still trying to run away. He does have a charge in 1 second, and I think that's gonna spell his death. Stun coming through from Brightside. Brightside with the 6 plays roll in from Smack. They're saving their core. DTF trying to get a couple of hits. Can he get the bash though? He needs to get a bash. He needs to get a bash to find this kill. Does not get it. They find Medusa as well.
Oh man.
Rotation from Filski. What a stun from Brightside. Perfectly calculated. And then the roll from Smack. Just great team play right there. You love to see it.
A little bit weird, champ, the Medusa going up onto the hill there, but I don't know. She thought she could kill the Invoker, I guess. Had to try it. She's struggling now, though. It's actually lower CS than Invoker. Probably should never happen.
And you basically can't go on Sev because, like, he can easily just invoke Tornado, cancel out a charge. Like, it's so quick to turn around and throw it out. Like,
even just cold snap too.
You would think Spirit Breaker's decent at getting on top of the hero, but it's just most of the time it's not.
Once he gets his 6th though, gets a little bit easier. He can start with that instead of starting with charge.
Oh, Smack. Smack is getting charged. He doesn't quite see it yet. Does have the Spirit Breaker charging through. Doesn't want to roll too early, and I don't think he's going to get bashed up either. Yeah, he is totally fine. There is the slow. He misses the roll though, unfortunately. Bilski might try and make something happen there with the Cinder Brew as well as the cold snap. They are going to find DTF. Not lose it to the creep either. Bottom lane 2. Okay, no, they're fine. I think that was a TP out, actually. Ja got gone on, and he just TP'd out, but they're going to find the Oracle Tornado EMP. Couple of right clicks from Sev. One more. Does get it off, but I think they're going to might lose this life of Seb. Roll through. Sev just has to walk out. Dust from Ja. Really great timing again. I think he just basically knew he was TPing for that kill. And pretty broad dust. Bilski is running in here. Does have the Panda ult. Needs to cancel up this stun though. Yes, he got the charge canceled out with the tornado. Coming back in, actually, Brightside's TP'd into the outpost that they stole just for the 10-minute rune. Or the 10-minute XP. They bring down Ja, who just TP'd in. They're going to focus over on Joker. He's able to activate the mana shield. TF has another charge. Only onto one though. It's so slow. Stun hits over onto Medusa. He's completely out of mana. Down goes Medusa. Down goes DTF.
That was wild.
10-3, and they're just looking so good this game. I don't even know if the draft matters. Like, they're just outplaying them.
Yo, Ja's on level 5, bro. He's getting more than double in CS by the way.
Oh my goodness. Get that DD canceled out at the very least, but yeah, you look at how much mana he just deleted from the Oracle. Like, oof.
Mikey has dread. Wait, what? I'm sure how I feel about that. I feel like you either go phase or mana beats for Guiding Greaves, right?
Yeah.
A little weird.
Maybe he wants to farm or something. I don't know. I like the idea of going treads every now and then. I don't do it too often, but
I love treads. I've never seen it on an Underlord. I mean, he is the top net worth, even though
he
they
has to be a little bit
it.
tankier this game too. And treads does help out with that. And in terms of right click, there's not too much. Just the other thing, the armor there.
The has not worked out for him at all. Only 50 CS. That's really unfortunate. Normally you think that she has double this.
Ice Yeti is going untouched bottom too. I can swap over to net worth, and he, very much on top. Like, he is literally just free farming. I don't think he's been touched this whole game. This tower is the only thing that's hit him the whole game. Might actually dive for an Oracle here. Popping the skeletons. You can't actually find this.
Smoking in here.
But I mean, he's scaring them away. We do have the charge in. They could get 4 here, I think. They ult in with the Pit Lord as well. Do they fight this though? There's the TP from Pit Lord. Ice Yeti's a little bit far forward, but they find the stun over onto the Dusa. Immediately, Joker is just gone. They're gonna find DTF as well. The charge came all the way through. Does purge off a little bit, but roll through. Misses, hits onto the Oracle. Instead, Smack is just 2v1ing on the backside of the fight. Oracle is there for the save, but I still think he's gonna die. They need to get some more save. No. Healing not coming through. Jaw is trying to split push mid at the same time. Filski looking at top. Does have the ult if he wants to try and take a top tier 1. Force somebody to rotate. They forced Ice Yeti to rotate mid, but he really doesn't want to show up to fights. That fight kind of just came to him.
They're just crumbling. It feels like they might be a little bit tilted after last game. I mean, Joker asking for Medusa. I think it's
3-2 right now.
It was already looking like a really good Invoker game versus the Spirit Breaker, and then they picked Medusa, and then it just becomes literally the perfect Invoker game.
This is not what you want to see either. Like, they could keep going. I think they could keep diving this if they want to pop like a Panda ult and just run a Joker right now. They are going to try and fight bottom. Seb might just die. Needs to go for a little bit of healing, but yeah, he just has to look for some right clicks. Can't actually find the kill. Maybe they can find DTF. The kick away. Everybody else going to get it. I mean, they would have found the Spirit Breaker anyway, but it's a nice try there from Smack.
That'll be a lot more impactful as the game goes on. Once teleport delay becomes less and less.
Dude, Smack is single-handedly making me want to play Earth Spirit, so...
He's making it look easy. I mean, it's still a weird chance he's not going silent, but he's playing well.
He's just creating so much space around the map. Like, they are going to lose mid-tier 1, does not get the deny, unfortunately, but it's just such an easy kill to get. Top lane, they dove down for Brightside, another kill. 4-0-5 on Brightside, 0-0-2 on the Wraith King. Smacktrix is 2-2-10, 3-2-3 on Sev. I can just go through all of these KDAs because they're insane. 5-0-3 on Filski.
So last game he got an 18-minute relic. This game it's a 14-minute relic.
Yeah, and still hasn't purchased it yet, which I'm kind of surprised by. Usually you want it at least for the damage, but he's just like, nah.
I want to have to walk the secret shop.
Yeah, he's going to buy it now. He's going to buy it now. He got the tower last hit. I think that's why. It's just a little delayed.
He basically has it. This is one of the faster ratings times
bounty up here too
that I've seen. Average time for everything is like 18, and he's gonna have it in like the next minute or so.
Oh, he was slightly inefficient there though. He could have farmed this camp and then walked and pick up the bounty.
It's
the small things, Nica.
Yeah, he could have had the Radiance by.
Well, he would have had the Radiance a whole like 2 seconds faster. That matters. It could have been 20 minutes, but now it might be 21 minutes. You know, although he's actually gonna have it at like 16 minutes, like 17 minutes. Like it's insane.
I'm not gonna. The game's definitely not over. They have decent high ground, 5 from Medusa, but they have a lot of
Medusa has to get big first, right? And I don't know how he gets big right now. They're just diving Mikey underneath the tier 1. He is gonna get saved by Oracle, so at least you have that. They have used a decent amount. Maybe you can bring down Seb, but no, Jaw's not actually gonna find the kill, and now he's gonna die himself. Has to pay the price for the dive. Filski still has ults.
They get the level 1 Wraithing, which is pretty big though. I'm not gonna say it's worth, but it's close to being worth. Maybe if Jaw wasn't the 1 position, although I don't know if he is anymore. Somehow still more net worth than the Medusa though.
Slow over onto the Pit Lord. Maybe they can get this kill here. No, hold snap all the way through. Stun in from Smack, and I think they get this. I think they get this popping the ult on Filsky, but I don't think he actually wants to use it. Stun through from Brightside. It's gonna miss, surprisingly, but the roll guaranteed essentially for Smacktrix. Stun over on the jaw. Ice Yeti waiting a little bit to use the Quelling Blade, but I still think he's just gonna die for this. Cold Snap over. It's a Blade Mill yet again on the NP. Sunstrike's gonna miss, but that's only because Ice Yeti clapping down the NP. 9,000 net worth, and we're 17 minutes. Wait, when did he get the Radiance? He got it at 16 minutes, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, basically 17 minutes, but look at how much gold he already has. What the God, he is just so big right now. Insane game for Ice Yeti. Like, they're just, I don't know if a different draft, like, they just look like the better team right now, more than anything.
It's actually it's pretty surprising that Banana Hammock was able to 2-0 Meat Sweats, but is getting completely demolished by the Chidnas. I don't know if that says something about Meat Sweats, or if that was like just a fluke series, but dear lord, I feel bad for him.
All I'm saying is, Echidnas could spend a little bit of time they've been spending playing Dota to make an actual banner. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, that's true. Ice Yeti actually is yet to die for this entire series.
Into Roach they go, and I don't think they're stopping this. They got a DD too. Are you kidding me? 18-4. It's a 7k gold lead at 18 minutes. They've been averaging a kill per minute at the moment.
Dear lord. He's going halberd for the Medusa. This Medusa's already completely useless without the 5-second disarm. He's going Scotty though. Maybe he has a chance. Maybe. They kick him out of it.
Oh, no, actually, we gotta find out who's watching somebody farm. They get a nice pit, but it's not really gonna matter. Joker's still gonna be the first one to die, and this is your Dusa. This is supposed to be the second tankiest hero on this team. Pitlord almost had the ult there to bring Dusa out, but I think the tornado from Filsky stopped the Pitlord from walking in, and they were able to lock down Joker from getting into the AoE. That's a sick play.
I don't know if Joker just gave up, but I think he just like had hands off his keyboard. He could have easily gotten the ult off there. He was not chain stunned. Feels like there's some tilting going on. You don't get back-to-back games of under 10 kills per game if there isn't a little bit of tilt.
Sev is still might die here. There is a charge coming through. He's gonna try and fight this, but in comes the charge. They do lose the Aegis, and that's kind of unfortunate, but they do get the kill anyway. Brightside again connecting on the stun. Hitting the roll is Smack. They are just, well, okay, they missed the Sunstrike as soon as I say they're 100%, but Smack does hit the roll again.
Do you think these guys are gonna get to 5 kills,
It's
or do you
always
think
musical
it's
chairs.
gonna be you guys
I
think it's
swear
gonna
to
be
God.
over prior?
Are we gonna get? No, we can't get 322, right? How do we get 322? We can't.
It's impossible. But I don't know if these guys are even gonna get to 5 kills before the
Oh,
the
you're
game
saying
ends.
5
Not
kills
sure.
in general. Okay.
It's unclear.
Dude, nah, they're gonna get to 7. I bet they'll get to 7 before the game ends, because we saw how they kind of messed around.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a kill for about 5 minutes here. Feels bad, man. We'll see though. Uspio definitely has a chance to dive in and feed. We'll see. I do feel bad for Dio though. From game 1 picking all their comfort heroes, to game 2 them going something completely unorthodox, and they get smashed even harder. Last game they had a chance. This game, not so much. Because last game at this point, they were actually ahead in net worth. This time they're 10k behind almost.
Now I'm feeling it.
They have pretty good heroes to come back though. Nature's Prophet, Medusa, and Underlord. Problem is they have no stuns past the Spirit Breaker. Might be another reason why they're struggling so much. Smack is just able to play uncontested the entire game. Excuse me. Just roll around, not having to care.
Yeah, I mean like you said, he's making it look easy.
I hope that Mikey didn't go the max atrophy build. I think that the 4-4-1 build is far superior. Might be part of the reason why they're struggling so much in fights. The pit is just not high enough level, both for the duration and the cooldown. Level 4 pit is like almost permanently you having a pit. It's like 80% uptime or something. Wild.
Disable interval 3.6 seconds. Disable duration 1.8. Yeah.
Dude, I just being like there being a pit on the ground at the nearly all times with it being 12-second duration.
I wish it was more. Yeah. I hate playing Pit Lord into a Rubik because then you can never tell whose pit is whose unless they have the arc.
Rubik is, I think, like the biggest pit lord counter in the entire game. Rubik Firestorm is completely ridiculous. Rubik Pit also very good, but Rubik Firestorm is almost unplayable.
It's actually insane.
And obviously, there's like Monkey King and Ursa, but
well, I don't know how they get back into this.
an 11k
I
lead
don't know
now.
how they kill off Ice Yeti. I'm surprised they didn't give Ice Yeti 3 lives, but again, maybe they figured, well, they can't kill him once. We're actually kind of glad we gave it to Invoker. Invoker, Seb just finds Jaha. Not a problem. I mean, the Blade Mill is supposed to make that impossible, but... Well, not impossible, but just difficult to do, but Seb barely loses any life there. GTF needs to go for the TP out, might get spotted here. He's gonna go for the charge away, and I don't think they're gonna see him in time.
They are closing in on a Scotty.
Smack gets a sick roll.
That may actually be enough. Scotty's pretty powerful now. See though, I don't know. It's just so hard to play
Dude,
for him.
I don't know how he gets to the secret trap to finish this.
I mean, Medusa is like kind of mediocre in like a normal game where you're the highest net worth for the entire time, but if you're being eclipsed by all of the other cores, I don't see how.
I think there's a place for Medusa, like for sure. When you're on top, when you have a great start, she can be a monster. Like, but she doesn't have a Scotty right now. She's just gonna get EMP'd. They have the counters. It's actually a Manta style.
It's interesting.
I mean, that gets rid of Cold Snap, but I mean, how do you get out of the EMP here?
Yeah, there's actually been some like hilarious debates over like the last 3 years of like whether or not Mana is good on Medusa, and the overarching what they come to is that it's really bad. Going to Mana first, you just deal no damage at all.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like he's gonna... I thought he was gonna go Scotty first. I think you just go Rapier, honestly, dude. Oh, they might find Smack top. They do, actually. DTF charge in as well as the TP. That's something. Seb with the self-team tip.
But do they get to 6 kills now? I feel like no. The 1 kill on Smack, sure, but I mean, are they waiting for ages? Maybe they think they're not as far ahead as they really are. Medusa is starting to come back. I mean, she's almost even with the Invoker and the Brewmaster now.
Does able to hit the net as well as the stun. He's just gonna use the ult. There's the Sunstrike. Down goes Jaw. Charge in from DTF to try and break up some of the combo. He's gonna be able to pop the move speed and get away. Mighty, oh no, Tornado from Seb. They found him. Stun again from Brightside. They just connect everything. Maybe they find Ice Yeti. Maybe they find Ice Yeti. It's 3v1 right now, but they still don't want to fight. Ice Yeti is just going in. No fear at all. I mean,
Shakira is 9-0-7, bro.
907 Brightside, as well as Bilski being 7-0-8, as well as Smacktrix being 2-3-17. Like, Smacktrix is involved in 19 of the 24 kills, which is just crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen a Jakira with this crazy of a kill score. I've seen like 5-0 sometimes, but God, like 25 minutes in on.
Dude, he has more kills than the entire other team combined.
Almost double, almost.
When do they push though? Maybe they're waiting for Roche again. They do see that Ja is bottom, making space.
It's impossible for them versus Firestorm and Snake. They need
to get 2
they
lanes.
need the AC at least on their 8th team,
Yeah.
which they almost have.
They need to get 2 lanes as well. Ja just going for the TP. Where Smack isn't gonna see it, but they are gonna find DTF.
Yikes. What the fuck?
Wait, what does that mean?
This is so stupid.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I think you like get maybe like upgrades the Arcana based on how many kills you get or something. I think it's something like that.
Oh. Well, what does it mean? What do I lose? He harvests my bones?
I think you like harvest enough bones and you get a special helmet or something.
Oh, Sev might die top, but no, they're just too afraid to commit. Smack actually rolling through, hits over on the Jaw. Could kick him back into the team. No, he just goes for the slow onto 3 instead. Through the EMP, Joker not gonna connect through on it. Charge through, he's even gonna go back in. Jaw definitely gonna die here, even through the Oracle. Can they get a save? He might live. Nope, he is very dead. They found Smack instead. Ice Yeti just running in. He still's got the ultimate. They want to stay on top of the Dusa. There's where the Manta comes in handy. Pit Lord ult away. Ravioli still gonna die. Tornado. Well, that doesn't cancel it, but they actually killed in the base. Or no, that was a tornado over here. Where the heck did DTF die?
I don't think I've ever seen an Underlord rift out from inside your own base. That's pretty hilarious.
They're so slowed up by everything. They could just stand in this pit right now.
It's so funny though. They're probably all laughing as well. Did this guy really just rift out in front of tier 4s?
I don't know how they combat this. It's just, it feels like an impossible comeback right now. Jaw's gonna TP bottom, try to make something happen, but right here is Sev. He doesn't care about your blade mill. He's doing a lot of damage to himself though. Doesn't matter. In fact, they're even gonna fight. It's 2v4 at the moment. Brightside still a little bit far behind. Charge through onto Ice Yeti. He's still got the ult. Down goes DTF. They're even gonna focus Joker. They don't have the Pit Lord ult away. That Uber has already been called. They have no money anymore. Joker underneath the tier 4s gets clapped by Filski. Blink forward. When do you just, I don't know. There we get GT called. Okay, I was wondering when we're gonna see it come out, but
it's like Vlad Brewmaster makes the skeleton is 50% lifesteal. He's just unkillable. You can't do.
the kid is looking strong for
Man,
sure.
that's so sad. We get the fucking killer dual cast, and they're both like pre 30-minute games. Feels bad, man. Nice.
The first game wasn't as big of a stomp, but yeah, the second game was MVP Brightside for sure. 11-0-10 on the Jakiro. Like, what the hell did we just watch? Like, insane performance. Echidna's favorites for League of Legends. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for casting, Nica.
I do want to talk to the stream a little bit about who they're gonna play next. So they're gonna play Eternal Kings, who just beat the Quarantine Gamers, and Banana Hammock will be playing us actually sometime in the next week.
Yeah.
What was a pleasure casting with you, Killer Cry. Sorry for fumbling while you're trying to talk. I feel bad.
No, you're good, dude. Nothing to worry about. All right. GG's, boys.
GG.